Hey, what's up everyone and welcome. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on Roblox. We're going to go from being awesome players in the game to learning the secrets of how to build our very own games. You ready to dive in? Let's do this.
So you're playing a game, right? Maybe you're decorating your house in Bloxburg or exploring a new world in Adopt Me, and you just stop and think, whoa, how did they even make this? You see all these incredible, super detailed worlds and just wonder how it all comes together.
Well, what if I told you that? You can. Seriously, you can build your own house, your own car, or even your very own world. Today, we're going to uncover the secrets that will turn you from a player into a creator. All right, so where do we even begin? Well, it all starts with a secret that every Roblox developer knows. Every single cool thing you see in a game, from a little treasure chest to a giant spaceship, starts with a plan. Think of it like a blueprint. In the world of coding, they have a fancy word for this blueprint. They call it a class. Just think of it as the master plan. It's not the actual house itself. Nope. It's the super detailed drawing that shows you exactly how to build it. You know, where the walls go, where the door is, all that important stuff.
So when you use that blueprint to actually build something, you get what's called an object. So if the class is the blueprint for a car, the shiny red sports car you build from it, that's your object. And here's the coolest part. You can use that one blueprint to create a whole parking lot full of different cars.
But wait, how do you make each car different? You don't want a parking lot full of identical cars, right? That's where properties come in. A property is, well, it's just a detail. You can change the color property to blue, the material property to shiny metal, or you could even change the size property and turn it into a monster truck. Same blueprint, different properties, totally different objects. So cool.
Okay, so we've got our blueprints, but what are we actually building with? Let's talk about the Legos of Roblox, the most basic, fundamental building block you'll ever use.
Get this, every single thing, every wall, every floor, every chair, every tree, it all starts as a simple thing called a part. Seriously, just think of parts as virtual Lego bricks. You can stretch them, you can shrink them, and you can connect them together to build absolutely anything you can imagine.
And probably the most important property of a part is its size. This is controlled by three numbers, X, Y, and Z. Now don't worry, it sounds way more complicated than it is. It's super simple. Watch. The X value, that just makes your Lego brick wider. The Y value, that makes it taller. And the Z value, that makes it thicker or deeper. And that's it. You can now make a part any shape you want.
Oh, and here's a pro tip from the best builders out there. Always check your sizes against a player model, because you don't want to build this amazing, awesome house just to realize your character can't even fit through the door. So yeah, just remember to make your doors a little bit taller than your avatar.
Okay, so we can build things, which is awesome, for sure, but what about making them do stuff, Like a door that actually opens or a car that drives. This is where a simple brick starts to get a mind of its own. This is where the real magic begins.
We do this with something called a method. A method is like a superpower you give to an object. It's an instruction that tells it what to do. So you can give a door a method that says, hey, when a player clicks on you, swing open. Or you can give a light a method to turn on and off. This is how you make things interactive.
But hang on a second. What happens when you leave the game? How does it remember where you put all your cool furniture? That's where something called a data store comes in. Just think of it as the game's long-term memory. It saves all the important information, like the position of your couch or the color of your walls. So when you log back in, your awesome house is exactly how you left it.
Okay, so learning the theory is great, but let's connect all the dots. Let's see how these pieces, objects, properties, and methods all come together to create a real system you've definitely seen in tons of games, claiming a house.
So how does this actually work? Well, first, you touch a for sale sign. That touch triggers a method. The game then checks a property on your player to see if you already own a house. If you don't, it changes the sign's text property to your name and updates the house's owner property. And then, finally, it saves all of that information in the data store, so you own that house forever. See how it all connects?
And just like that, you know the fundamental secrets behind how your favorite Roblox games work. You're not just a player anymore. You have the knowledge to be a creator.
Now look, when you're just starting out, it's really tempting to use lots of free models from the toolbox, and that's totally okay for learning. But the real fun and the real power comes from building things yourself. Because when you build it, you understand it, you control it, and you can make it do exactly what you imagine.
And these concepts we've talked about, classes, objects, properties, and methods, this isn't just for beginners. This is the real deal. These are the exact same tools that professional developers use to build the biggest games on Roblox. You've just learned the real language of creation.
So the big question is, what will you build first? A secret base? A crazy obstacle course? A house that floats in the sky? The possibilities are literally endless. The tools are ready, and now so are you. It's time to start creating. Thanks for hanging out, and have a ton of fun building.